What up, it's your boy, Dick Incredible, man. And yes, I am back at it again. And this is Beastars chapters 140, 141, and 142. And I wanted to apologize to you guys for the last couple chapters. I've actually been reading the manga, and I got used to the direction that they were going reading the manga. And once I picked back up Beastars, I kind of got a little thrown in the directions. That's my bad. It's a simple mistake, but that's my bad. But this time, I'm going to read it the right direction, so no worries. And I apologize if I confused anybody last time. Chapter 140, Acting Directions in a Tragedy. Most animals want to commit to their desires to get rid of their loneliness, but I'm a hybrid and I have no desires of any kind. Living like me is like living without a dick or a stomach. Okay, visual. He built a nice picture there, but okay. It feels like he's talking to me at a very close distance. Eavesdropping feels so immoral. Is this about your appetite for food and sex? Oh, Melon-san. I heard it takes time for sloths to reply in a conversation depending on how important the animal they're talking to is. If the clerk was right and the sloth was talking to Melon about 12 hours ago, then they must really get along with each other. And judging by what the sloth is saying, Melon must have been very earnest when he talked to him. It seemed like he was fragile and anxious. You must be very lonely, Melon-san. It's okay. There's no such thing as a rain shower that never ends. You are a lonesome hybrid. If only there was someone who could understand you. Need to listen. Focus all your nerves to your ears. Yeah. Well, I know it's weird saying this after. Okay. Focus all your nerves to your ears. Okay. Then we're going back to the person that's giving them the tattoo. I'm done, sir. Is this really your first time? You seem awfully resistant to pain. Oh, you're done? Yeah, well, I know it's weird saying this after I just tattooed it, but are you really okay with this tattoo? 7 and 5th and what was that? I don't 7/5. Was that an X or star or something? I can't really tell. Note. Okay, the tattoo says July 5th, Wednesday. Oh well, okay, that's nice. I mean, that's a very weird tattoo, but okay. That's right. Even though he seems like a typical low-life criminal, he's just an animal like me. I feel that I want to go talk to him again, and at the same time, I feel that I never want to be near him again. He's that scary to me, but even he should have his own fair share of fears. Yeah, but Legosi is very different for him, man. I mean, dude, lonely, huh? Okay, so we're going back to the bubble. I wonder if that's his birthday. Okay. Besides, I have plenty right to talk to him. He shot me and almost killed me. That's one of the highlights of the thing, that you shouldn't be talking to him. You should leave him alone. Be strong. Be strong, me. Investigate him with caution and good faith. What are you going to do later, Melon-san? You're going to the sea? I see. I hope it will soothe your heart, Melon-san. Okay, so Legacy went to the beach as well. I'm assuming hoping to see Melon. But the thing is, dude, this man shot you and he didn't have any kind of remorse. He left you there to die. Man, okay. I mean, I know Legacy's still a kid at the same time, but like, he's been through so many situations that you're no longer a typical or normal high school kid. Well, you know, he dropped out, but still, you're not a kid anymore. Like, you eagerly jumped into the life of an adult already, man. You're way past any of the stuff that you were dealing with prior. What's come to Melon's mind? When he looks at the sea, it's strange, isn't it? Carnivores and herbivores should get along, yet their children are treated like freaks. The instant a hybrid is born into this world, they're forced to live a complicated life. That's true after seeing that whole backstory with his mom as well. I don't see my mom and Melon, but they were both born hybrids and suffered because of it. So I can't see Melon as evil. Wait, what comes to mind when I look at the sea? Let me see. I think I'd like to take Haru-chan here and talk to her while we look at the sea. Though if she was next to me the whole time, I wouldn't be looking at the sea. I'd probably do something to creep her out. Oh, just realized I never went to the sea with the guys at room 701. It'd be nice if we could swim together. All K9s like water. I'd also like to go to the open sea with Zakun-san so he could take me to his home someday. I could even bring Seven-san with us. That'd be nice. Yeah. I'm quite the optimist. Dude, you came here to try to get into the mind of Melon, and now you're just thinking about, man, I'd love to just hang out at the beach with some of my friends and have a good time. Or is it that I'm becoming an optimist. I think I'm actually enjoying life for once in my 18 years of living. And it's still all thanks to them. Grandpa, mom, and the animals I get along with. I have to be grateful for them. Maybe Melon looks at the sea in complete solitude, longing for someone to understand him. I don't think I can be that animal for him, but I do want to know him better. Why, man? What happened? Looked like a bullet shot past his head or something. This is the stuff I'm talking about, Legacy. I mean, I know you're just your typical old 18-year-old kid, but you have been through some stuff that should not let. Oh my gosh, let's go ahead, man. A bullet passed by his ear. We see a blood shoot across the page, and then Legacy sees the blood. Doom, doom, cha la 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 la, and this is where I come in. A young male, son of a leopard mother. Okay, a young male, son of a leopard mother and a gazelle father. What more could you ask for? A tragic hero? And what's a scene? And what a scene that a tragic hero can't go without. The one where he looks at the sea with a forlorn gaze. Okay, I gotta read that again. The one where he looks at the sea with a forlorn gaze. Okay. Or is they trying to say a full-on gaze? I'm going to go with a full-on gaze. Okay. Like that, I'm good, aren't I? It was a trap. Oh, wow. I didn't even think of it being a trap. That never crossed my mind. I never once thought that, oh, wow, this could be a trap. And that never registered. It was a trap. You must be very lonely. It's okay. There's no such thing as a rain shower that never ends. You are a lonesome hybrid. I'm lonely. I feel like it's showering every day. I'm lonesome. Hey, kid, could you be the animal who understands me? It was all a trap. A hybrid's five senses are keen to obscene proportions. I knew exactly where you were going to be. I knew that you were tailing me for quite a while now. Though I didn't expect you to survive that bullet, that was a shocker. All that tattooist does is repeat the same cringeworthy one-liners, and yet you took him seriously. And oh man, the look on your face when you were looking at the sea. Ha 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 ha. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Seriously, I wanted to direct a tragedy, but nope, comedy suits you better. He's scary. Ah ha ha. Evil. Oh, my stomach hurts. Hey. Did you take pity on me because you thought I was worrying over my hybrid identity problems? You know, I thought about this since the day that you let me escape, but evil does exist. The world must really treat you nicely. You've brought me a lot of pleasure into my flavorless life. You exceeded my expectations. Thank you. Thank you. I got to see you make a nice face, so now I'm satisfied. I have to do my part to treat my henchman. You can eat him now, guys. Just make sure you kill him this time. Yo, Wolf Boy, remember me from last winter? It seems that we're bound by fate. Yeah. And he's with the Shishigumi? Long time no see. This is horrendous? This is horrendous. You can eat him now. Shit. Look at what the Shishigumis come to. When I think about it, the Shishigumi's fate got distorted when this wolf raided us last summer. And now we have to take orders from that crazy piece of shit boss. He's the reason the Shishigumi has gone to shit. We're going to eat this pest. Wait, but if it wasn't for him, we would have never met Lewis. That doesn't mean anything. Felines are proud animals. We are not like canines who eat everything that walks. But we have to settle our grudge. So, quick drying cement. Okay. So, we're going to make you experience the death that all felines fear the most. We're simply going to drop you to the sea. That's what we've decided. Wow, Legacy. You got yourself in this predicament. Don't get me wrong. I love Legacy, and Legacy's one of those very diverse characters that, like, the stuff that he's thinking about, you could also be thinking about. Is the kind of stuff that lingers in your mind as well. And you kind of see like yourself in him in some of the instances that he's going through. So Legacy is a very diverse character. And like, he's one of those characters that you just constantly find yourself, oh man, look at this character. I can't wait to see more and find out more about his life and stuff. But then he does stuff like this in this chapter, and in the chapter where he got shot, he does stuff like that. And then you realize that, yeah, he's still a kid. We'd rather never to have been born than die underwater, and we're used to suffering in the rain. Okay. Oh wow, man. Now the only thing is with this chapter is, Legacy, you put yourself in a situation. Me myself, honestly, I did not feel like it was a trap. I didn't even think it could be a trap, but oh my gosh, it was good. And we see Melon coming out here laying out this whole little nice mini monologue to Legacy and telling him that, hey, well, could you be the one? And you've satisfied my tasteless life. Now you're giving it a little bit of flavor from the excitement and joy that you brought on my face. And now I'm done with you. When Legacy made that scowl at him, he's like, now I'm done with you. So you guys can eat him. So now he's had his fill. Legacy brought him all the joy that he could want for the time being. So now he's done with Legacy. He doesn't want to see Legacy anymore. He wants him dead. So he decides to feed him to the Shishigumi. But let's be real. I feel like them having that whole connection to Lewis is what let them give Legacy that kind of out instead of actually, okay, well, we're just going to munch on you and kill you dead right here. No, this way they kind of gave him an out to where he could possibly escape, or somebody could save him, because we know he's not going to die. But I like the fact that the Shishigumi done that. Now, you can read into it however you will, but I feel like it's because of the connection to Lewis that Legacy has that gave him that predicament that he got put in, with them putting cement to his feet and throwing him in the sea. Still, it's very tragic, and he could possibly die, but I don't see it happening. And I feel like because of his relationship with Lewis is what gave him that chance, instead of just actually being mauled and eaten right on the spot. But that's just me. Chapter 141, A Mermaid's Song with Bubbles. So somebody's going to save him. Falling down to the deep depths of darkness. Okay, so it's a nice color spread. Okay. The felines and the canines, our bonds has always had a long history, and tonight we'll finally be able to break it. So we see Legacy on the edge of the little cliff or whatever. I don't know why you're pursuing Melon, but you don't need to worry about him anymore. We found that scoundrel's weakness just recently. We'll overpower him eventually. It will take time, though, since he isn't an easy target. Melon has a weakness? Everybody has a weakness, Legacy. To be honest, I don't like the idea of throwing Lewis's pal to the bottom of the ocean. See, I told you that was going to definitely come into play. I'll give you a chance to leave a testament. Any last requests? Well, not that you've got anything in particular to say before we drop you into the ocean, besides begging for your life. If I come back here in 30 minutes, could you tell me Melon's weakness? I mean, okay, that is balls. So Legacy is already thinking of a way he could possibly escape being thrown to the bottom of the ocean with cement with his feet in cement. That's, you know what? I feel like that's the most boss type thing you could think of, I guess you could say, especially when you're in a predicament where you could possibly die. Don't think about, well, I'm going to die. Well, think about how you could live and escape. Wow, that is great. Okay, if I come back in 30 minutes, could you tell me Melon's weakness? I mean, No. Do you even understand the situation that you're in? I do. I'm at a loss. Melon's just too tough. I can't face him with my strength alone. That's not what I mean. Your legs are buried in cement. You're tied to a chair, and you're about to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Do you understand? You're a thoughtless bastard. Is he pouting? No, he's holding his breath. Look like he's all ready to fall. Okay, now that's interesting. I'm calling your bluff. I'll tell you Melon's weakness, but only if you really do get back here. So they threw him off, and Lexi's holding his breath, and we see him under the water, and he's just sinking to the bottom. The world must really treat you nicely. So we have Legacy kind of thinking about what Melon said to him. What's so wrong about that? I'm just living how I please. Legacy, let us go to the bathhouse. So he's having a flashback of Zagen-san. Oh, Zagen-san, that sounds nice. I wanted to go there too. You like taking baths now, I'm guessing? Yes, since recently, as I have always lived in the sea, I did not understand what washing the body meant. But in all our trips to the bathhouse, I have come to like it. That's great. Bathing is a part of land culture, you see? Seawater and hot water are much different. Whoa. Legacy, did you just trip? How funny, you moved. Was it that funny? Jeez, I'm embarrassed now. I guess he thinks it's funny when animals trip. Since the sea doesn't really rely on gravity. It's like a foreign country sense of humor, I guess. This is fun. I'm enjoying life in the land very much since I can hang out with you. Really? Thank you, Legacy, for being friends with a sea animal like me. Come on, you don't have to thank me. What's gotten into you? Please stop. Daba, Bobby, Legacy, Ponpo, Robu? Use that to practice the native speaking pronunciation. In sea speak, it means, I am Legacy the Grey Wolf. If you introduce yourself when you find yourself in trouble in the sea, a sea creature will surely help you. That is nice. That is nice. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about that Paru does that just shines a light on the manga in general. Because, yeah, sure, we mentioned the sea speak way a couple chapters back, and when Legacy had to deliver the food to the fish or whatnot. But we see him struggling to learning some of the sea speak, and then his Zagen-san teaching him some of the pronunciations and stuff prior already too. But it comes back into play when he gets thrown into the water. Oh my gosh. And now he has to rely on what Zagen-san taught him, and hopefully someone will save him. Dude, that is great. Okay, a sea creature will surely help you. I thought I smelled blood. What is a land creature doing here? There is a sea creature and a shark on top of that. I don't understand sea speak, so I don't know if I can communicate with it. Daba, Bobby, Legacy, Ponbo, Robu. He got it right on the head too, man. Dude, that's nice. That is nice. No, I must believe in Zagen-san. So the shark opened up his mouth and ... Your name is Legacy the Grey Wolf? What a polite animal you are for introducing yourself. I'll eat you right away. No, it wasn't supposed to go like that. Wait, seriously? This is bad. Considering the sea's view on life and death, this shark son probably sees me as a lunch appetizer. This wolf introduced himself with a splendid seal accent. Seals are intelligent and are regarded among sea creatures as sublime animal species. Animals who speak sea speak with a seal accent are treated with respect as well. Wow. Now, I love how all that interconnects. That is very nice. That is nice. So it really came in handy. It really, really did come in handy. Or maybe I heard him wrong. I should eat him now. He looks like he's suffering with his arms and legs tied. Oh no, I'm losing air. That was a nice bath. That was a nice bath, Legacy. Yeah, this wind feels nice too. Zagen-san, are you crying? No. Seals have no tear ducts, so we shed tears more when we are on land. Oh, I see. I have never cried when I was in the sea either. Death in the sea is taken lightly, so I have never cried when one of my friends died. But I would hate it if you, my friend, were to die. I would shed tears on the land for sure. Tears of emotion. Zagen-san. Legacy, when you find that your life is in danger in the sea, scream, Aga, Aga, Papa, Papabu, Daba, Goma, Bida. It is your last resort. It is our magic word. Aga, Papabu, Daba, Goma, Bida? What does that mean in sea speak? It's a secret. What? Come on, tell me. Zagen-san, Aga, Agaga, Papabu, Daba, Kama, Bida. I'm friends with a spotted seal. That's what I'm talking about. And that's a nice friend. It's a nice friend. We see Legacy with all the bubbles and the air bubbles spraying out his mouth, and him shouting out the phrase. I'm not going to try it again. Shouting out the phrase, I'm friends with a spotted seal. That is nice. What? That means he has a valuable life. He has the duty of advancing the relationship between land and sea. Uncommon wolf, you should have said that sooner. And he got through on top of the land. He got put back on the land. That's what I'm talking about. And they're super surprised to see him back on land. Thank you, Zagan-san. Meanwhile, I should sleep. Dude, that was epic. Man, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I love Legosi's character. Sure, when he does some stupid stuff like keep getting involved with Melon in the wrong sense, it kind of flutters out there. But stuff like this highlights why he's such a great character, man. Chapter 142, 100 years of life for an animal. That's just great, man. That's what I'm talking about, Legacy. That was great. We got to thank Zagu-san because Zagu-san was the GOAT for that. But it was just nice overall, man. Okay, what I said, chapter 142, 100 years of life for an animal. Man. Chapter 142, 100 years of life for an animal. Let's get it, man. A nice color spread of Gosha and some little, I don't know what he is. I'm even going to try. Okay. Oh, so it's a flashback or what? Gosha-san, I'm Toro from downstairs. Your laundry fell on my veranda. Here you go. This towel is yours, right? Toro-san, please close your eyes and mouth. Huh? Huh? Disinfecting complete. Okay, so he doesn't get poisoned. I'm very sorry for doing this to a friendly neighbor. Your body's safety is the utmost importance, you see. I'm grateful for your courtesy, but you really shouldn't be touching my bath towel. A Komodo's dragon venom is lethal. Even when it's soaked in a piece of cloth, a good amount can decompose your body in moments. You're being dramatic, Gosha-san. You're always so conscious about your venom. Well, I mean, dude, if it can kill you in a few moments, you might want to be cautious too. I'm an old Komodo dragon who is spending his days and nights in peace and tranquility. This isn't expected for most venom-carrying animals. I'm more worried that I'm going to catch a cold. Sorry. I'll make sure my antiseptic solution is warmer from now on. When I wake up in the morning, I offer rice and water to my wife and daughter and pray for my grandson Legosi to be in good health. I spend most of my days working on a construction site. Even though you're old, you're being a big lizard is still good use to us. When the time comes, then I come home at 8 o'clock and eat dinner while I watch the news. And then I go to sleep at 10 o'clock. Oh, I should also add that I've been sleeping much better ever since I got an air conditioner made specially for cold-blooded animals. I wasn't sleeping well because I was worried about Legosi. Whenever I look at him, I'm reminded of myself when I was young and filled with belligerence because, sadly, he inherited my face. Legosi survived his last near-death experience, but I can't stand that he keeps putting his life in danger. Strong animals should adhere to peace and pacifism. I taught him that. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I need to cheer up. I treat my Saturdays as a special time of relaxation. There's an obscure area near the back alley market that I go every week. Every day of the week is always rejuvenating for me. Hey kids, have you all been well? Oh, it's Uncle Gosha. I've got you all some souvenirs. Gosha-san, hold me. Gosha-san. Gosha-san, thank you for coming so much this week. It's no problem. I always look forward to coming here every week. This is a daycare center for mixed children. Oh, wow. That is so nice. That is so nice. Stuff like this, it just make me love Beastars even more, man. This is the daycare for mixed children. I volunteer to take care of these children every Saturday. I got crayons and sketchbooks for the kids. I hope that's enough. Wow, thank you. This really helps. I still need to pay for this daycare's renovation loan for the bar, and I don't have much money at the moment. Anyone can tell at a glance that these mixed kids are mixed animals, tend to dismiss them as troublemakers and hard to deal with. That's messed up, man. This daycare center takes in mixed kids when their other more sizable daycare centers refuse to accept them. Gosha-san, read this picture book for me, please. All right, it's story time. Such sweet kids. Kids, Gosha-san is going to read a picture book. Gather around. Oh, there's a bat cleaning the ceiling. That's nice. And please be sure you all have in front of the good janitor, and you all behave in front of the good janitor. I asked him to come here so he could clean our ceiling after he was done with the house next door. Dust isn't good for these kids, you see. I see. Good call. All right, today we're reading Nashitaru. Let's begin. Once upon a time, there was an old grandpa and an old grandma. Gosha-san, you're holding it upside down. Oh, sorry. Really sorry. It's hard to read. Yeah, I bet. But I see there's a species of animal that's used to hanging down from something and can read picture books upside down. Seeing the world upside down doesn't do them any harm. Like bats? Exactly. But if they turn their heads up to see normally, that means they're nervous. Like that janitor? Don't try to hide it. You came to this daycare center expecting their fragile impala and fragile children inside. So now you're shaken up because you didn't expect to see a big monster in here. Sensei, could you take the kids outside for a moment? Is he supposed to attack it or something? Huh? Okay, kids, let's go. Gosha-san, what about the picture book? I'll read it to you later, I promise. Oh, Gosha got a serious look on his face. How nostalgic. I can distinguish the number of enemies by sticking out my tongue, just like in my mercenary days. Okay, so this bat is multiple bats. Okay. We picked the wrong time to be here. I'm not in the least surprised that some sketchy gang come to this special daycare center. That's why I'm here. I didn't expect so many of you to be here, though. I suspect you're all here for the blood of mixed children. Oh, that's messed up, man. Instead, I'll give you all a full serving of Komodo dragon venom. That's what. Give it to him, Gosha. Give it to him. And look at that cool shot of Gosha just standing there all buff and then like it's filled with bats. I won't let you prey on these kids. A pure blood supremacy group. What kind of animals are they? We don't know how big the group is, but they're the kind of group that doesn't like to be out in the open in outward society. They glorify purebloods and aim to thoroughly eliminate all animals with mixed blood. They're quite the extremists. What do you mean that group is Melon's weakness? What do you mean that group is Melon's weakness? That means that we're leaving him to other animals. I mean that they can tell us what Melon's weakness is because he's a hybrid. That group has an abnormal fixation with purity. They're made up of bats under the command of a civet boss who excretes the highest quality coffee beans as a reward for the mission he gives them. A civet isn't that rare cat species also known as the ghost cat? So we're dealing with a lot of stuff going in, man. Yeah, in some ways they're tougher than lions and tigers. The bats that the civet commands are also hard to deal with, but we have to get information from that group. Is it the same bats that's attacking Gosha? What's with these bats? There's too many of them. I have to open my venom duct. Good grief, I can't. Good grief, can an old monster get some peace and quiet? Fine. I can't be a pacifist if I can't protect the kids. I'll turn you all into zombies. Oh my gosh. 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 The group's name comes from the high quality coffee the civet makes. Kopi Luwak. Shit, I can't even imagine how fearsome that civet can be. Gotta grinds these rewards. Coffee beans, but what? Gotta grinds these reward coffee beans before the bats come back. It's the least I can do as their boss. I hope they come back soon. Wow, this little cute thing is the boss? Okay. Okay. Wow. Man. Okay. But they ain't coming back though. I mean, they dead. They dead. Okay, so first of all, this little cute civet or whatever is the boss of all of these multiple bats that's attacking Gosha at the same time while Legosi is getting this information, hopefully that these bats will help him take down Melon. But it's gonna go awry, and it's not gonna happen because Gosha is gonna kill all these bats. Oh my gosh, man. It's so sad because if these bats didn't try to attack these mixed blood kids because of the civet, then they wouldn't have ran into Gosha and they wouldn't have died. Then they would have still been around to take on Melon. But now they're going to die for being in a place where Gosha was trying to attack these little kids, which is wrong, by the way. They're kids. And then they're going to die. And he's hoping that they come back, and they're not coming back. They are not coming back. But this little cute civet with his little bow tie and his suspenders on, and he's the boss of this mercenary group that's running around killing people that's not pure-blooded. Oh my gosh. But it's going to backfire because the bats are going to die and get killed before they can even take on Melon. And then the Shishigumi don't have a plan anymore, so Legacy's going to have to think, oh my god, we are getting to the good stuff. We're getting to the good stuff, man. We're dealing with like a little pure-blood mercenary group running around that's attacking kids of mixed blood because they only care about pure bloods. But they came in contact with Gosha. We have Legosi almost being killed and having to rely on what Zagu-san taught him to actually save himself, which actually paid off. And Melon actually trying to kill Legosi again. Oh my gosh. And Legosi finally coming to a realization, which took long enough, but he's finally coming to a realization that it just ain't no hope for Melon. He is far gone, man. He is way too far gone. This is good. These chapters were good. Oh my gosh. Okay, man. This your boy Incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button so you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. Remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, and manga matters as well because Beastars made it so, man. Peace out. I cannot complain because today, I'm doing